We'll finish up here the death, the treasure. Alright. Let's see. Let's make sure we got everything we need here. Chocolate cake, spiked boots. Alright. Let's go to Trollheim. Pay the troll toll. This is apparently the hardest part of the quest, so. Let's go.
You're a hard quest.
Oh. Thanks. Thank you for noticing.
Is that a compliment?
Oh, you tell me. You always said it. What's that guy have? That guy has a freaking cool looking bow.
He's about to gank you too. Look at him gearing up to gank you right now.
Not in the wilderness though.
It's not gonna stop him.
Look at
There's
my
the power of God in Germany on his side.
look at my attire, Talon. Do you think anybody can gank this clown wizard?
I think that's more reason to gank you, if I'm gonna be honest. You're looking like a clown. In fact, I think that should make it so everyone can just hostile you.
Don't laugh. This is what success looks like. It's the best magic gear I have available to me right now. Okay, can't go do the barrows yet.
Whatever you say,
Probably.
Eloise Cole.
Oh no, I am Eloise Skull.
It's snowing, by the way.
It is snowing. Use chocolate cake on Troll Child.
This guy's gonna give that troll child a chocolate cake so he can walk in and kill his parents.
My quick prayer is melee, right? Yep, alright. Kill 5 ice trolls. No problem, fam.
You really did feed that kid a cake so you could murder his family.
These aren't his family.
And then why is he near them?
Everything you're near is your family?
Okay, well, okay, his tribe, like, I mean, he lives out here near other ice trolls. Surely his family is here amongst these ice trolls.
Yeah, I'm saving his family. His parents.
Why are you saving his parents from his own people?
No, it's from another guy, but I have to open the gate. But they froze the gate because when they get sad, they freeze gates or something. I don't freaking know.
You have to murder his neighbors to get his family?
Pretty much, yeah, actually.
You monster.
Hive. This place does drain your stats like freaking crazy. It's wild. My magic's down to freaking 56. I am paying the troll toll.
I am sorry about your troll toll.
How much, oh god. Well, this spell doesn't need much magic levels, so this should be fine. I think we'll kill one more and then we'll teleport out. We'll take this grimy Renard read though. Well, that's why I can't take it. Let's just take a sip of Super Restore, actually. That wasn't 5? What the heck? I thought that was 5 for sure.
Eat your swordfish, Paulo.
Yeah. I want to kill this troll, and then that'll be 5, and then I think I can teleport out. Use the pool. And then come back fresh. And use as few supplies as possible. Alright, that was 5. Give me the frick out of here. Okay. I paid the troll toll. And now get me the frick out of here. Take me to last man standing, please. HP and 3 prayer points. Let's have it go.
Why do you have 20 crossed swords?
That's my special attack gauge. I guess that also gets drained. Alright, let's go back to Trollheim. That's actually kind of weird. I guess, guess it doesn't restore your special attack gauge, the pool. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Oh, Camille. Okay, the boss drops a super restore too, so that's nice. I'm gonna be super restored. Alright, I need to give it a second for my run energy here. Okay. I'm nervous. I don't want to die. Guess I should have my finger on like the teleport button.
This guy's afraid a troll's gonna get him.
I'm not afraid of the trolls. I'm just I'm afraid of how far I have to walk while I'm getting freaking my butthole drained.
Oh, is that just the snow that does that?
Yeah. It's too freaking cold, tell him. Go, 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 go. Oh, it drained all my run energy too. What the frick? I see. You literally just can't run. The wolf area is apparently multi-combat all the way through.
Excellent.
I mean, multi-combat doesn't mean it's... Maybe it's a prayer tax. Pay the prayer tax. Alright, I paid the prayer tax. Alright, Camille. It's you and Camille. And I will kill you. Okay, dig move.
Real big talk for someone who's frozen.
I'm frozen, what the frick? Need to get into freaking melee with him. God dang it. Alright, we're in melee! We're in melee! The actual frick is happening here. Get him. Alright! This is the kind of battle I wanted. Where I just zap him. Just give him the zaps. We're good. No. Just stop getting frozen. Just give him the zaps. We're good. He doesn't know it yet, but he's freaking done, dude. Drink a sip of the prayer potion, that's fine. We're still net positive in prayer potions. Because that troll dropped a prayer potion, basically.
Very nice.
2 doses and he gave me back 3. Oh, this guy's doomed. Oh, good blast. 2 more good ones. One more good one. That's not a good one. One more small one now. Alright, eat a swordfish. Okay, he's chain stunning me. He's got me locked down. Yeah, you're freaking dead. Alright, he gave me some chocolate cakes. Nice. Alright, I don't think I need protect from anything anymore. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, equip the spiked boots. I guess the time isn't right yet. Wait, why am I not eating these delicious chocolate cakes you can give me? There we go. Now we got our spike boots. What? Okay, continue along the path until you reach an ice ledge. Climb it. North and then east. Oh, okay. I see. The world map does show it. Okay, this is fine. There's no enemies here. Like, who needs stats? Am I right, fellas? Overrated. Easy. It says I should probably use a restore potion to get my agility back up. Oh yeah, you just slip and slide. Okay, at least you don't fall all the way down.
Yeah, they were sober when designing this.
Apparently this quest was designed by an intern, actually.
Oh, okay. Sounds like more points in his favor.
It's a pretty epic quest. You unlock a spell book by beating all these, like, evil guardian elementals of the weird new spellbook's elements. Instead of fire, ice, water, earth, or, I mean, water, earth, fire, wind, it's, frickin' smoke, blood, ice, and... Smoke, blood, ice? What is frick is the fourth? Shadow? How's shadow different than smoke? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's the four. Oh, it just teleports you out. Alright, they weren't drunk when they designed this quest. Confirmed. Now make sure you hand over that diamond he's looking for.
It's a shame you murdered all of our neighbors. I really liked Bob.
Nah, Bob was a dick. We won't be working with him again. Alright. Well, that was intense, but fortunately, not that intense, and I netted positive in resources, except food. So that's fine by me. Oh god, wait a minute. Oh no. Is this agility?
Agility.
There's agility obstacles. You, you, you can't make me do agility obstacles. You can't. I can't.
You will do the agility obstacles.
Alright, do I need these spike boots for anything else, or can I destroy them? And nope. Death Plateau and Desert Treasure 1 dropped. Keep these climbing boots. Alright, put away these potions for the next adventure. It says bring an anti-poison. Let's combine these. I drunk it. Okay, well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Cry.
Oh yeah. I was right. Shadow and smoke are separate.
Shh.
Wait, where the frick is my shadow diamond? It's gone. Oh no, it's here. Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's the smoke diamond I didn't have in my inventory, so when I searched shadow diamond, of course it didn't show up. Alright, well that makes sense. Mystery solved. Alright, so what do I need here? Water skins, blood diamond, ice diamond, smoke diamond, coins for a magic carpet, rods, weight racing equipment, prayer potion, super anti-motion, energy potion, stamina potion, food, and an emergency teleport. Okay. We put our earth runes back in the bag. So I don't think we have any combat to do. Alright, I guess we'll bring some agility potion. Oh yeah, strange fruits would be good for this. And let me grab my ring of dueling, so I can use it right the frick now. And then I can use it to get right the frick where I need to go. It says to bring a prayer potion. Fine, I'll bring one less food. Bring the prayer pot instead. Okay. Just in case. I doubt I will need a prayer potion. Oh, my inventory is too full. Goodbye, tuna. Farewell, tuna. I forgot to bring water skins. I guess I can probably buy one for this guy actually. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah. Travel rug merchant. I'm betting on the wrong horse here. Can't believe these weirdos thought ice was one of the fundamental elements. What in Tarn's nation is this? The frick am I looking at here? Okay, apparently I go this way, then down, and then around here. Let's put on our prayer so we don't get owned. enemies. Dick move. This pyramid is a dick move. Did that drain my stats or anything? No. This pyramid sucks. You can follow me the whole way, Mummy Man, if you really want. That's fine. I'm having a good time. Just failing agility obstacles, no problem. And I'll take more mummy traps if it means not falling out of this goddamn temple. This godforsaken garbage heap. god. Okay, apparently I'm headed that way. I'm headed this way. Okay, mummies, yeah. It's very spooky. I'm spooked. Ooh, spooky. Uh-oh, spooky. Alright. Oh, God. Go west. Young Meowth. And let's run and pop another Jelly Push because we do not want to restart. Oh no, open the doorway. Go ahead and drink a prayer pot. Just in case Reno. There's a lot of mummies here. Like when you're zoomed all the way out, you can see like the you can see the cave from earlier in this quest. It's funny.
Guessing it's all in like the same instance area.
I guess so, yeah. I'm gonna try to run through now. I don't know if I'll be able to run all the way through or not, but I'm gonna try. And run energy going. But it might be irrelevant, because I think we made it through. Get me the frick out of here. Alright. Whee! Talk to Alessandra to finish the quest. Oh, Azanada. Nadra. Nice Anubis. Tell me, what news of great Padawa? Do the shining spires of Lasar still stand? And what of Gor's Anakarl? Boom. Anybody else on a different spellbook now?
No.
Oh, I am. Alright. Wahoo! I'm My spellbook's all messed up. Edgeville home teleport, sure. Do I want to go home to Edgeville? Nah, let's just talk to the guy. I should talk to Elvis. Okay, I need to definitely buy that so I can auto cast thingies. So Zeros the original Dark God? Is that why they hate Zamorak, the Chaos Dark God? Divine aspect of darkness.
Just a hop, skip, and a jump from the Hersheyverse, the official metaverse holiday home of Hershey chocolates of India and the Philippines. Sure, this plot may look microscopic, but boy howdy is there a lot to do. For one, you can talk to the shopkeepers inside and they'll send you a link to Amazon. But there's also gamification. There's a quest. It's time for a treasure hunt. Just hop up here and bounce over here and click on this and ride the elevator and click on the camera and you can get your very own official Hersheyverse wearable. An NFT on the frequently exploited Polygon blockchain. It would appear that this hat has been claimed generously about 500 times. But once you claim your extremely ugly hat, you get one last quest to extend your time in the Hersheyverse. You see, the treasure chest...
Wait, somebody sent me a letter. So I guess that gives me the Frozen Door mini quest. Is that the lore?
needs opening, and the keys won't find themselves, so you just talk to the shopkeepers and pick up the keys off the ground and click the thing, and you gain the ability to fly. And by fly, I mean that if you double jump, an invisible platform spawns under you and lifts you up to a predetermined height where you can jump to one of the clouds and take control of the chocolate cannon, which may or may not work. Brands love the metaverse, or at least that's the story. Samsung, Nissan, Vodafone, Snapple, Citibank, Pedigree, Hershey, Mountain Dew, Trident, Sour Patch Kids, Atari, Miller Lite, JP Morgan, everyone's getting in on the metaverse. Now what that means is extremely flexible. We've already dipped into Hershey.
Wait, how do I change my spellbook to normal? Change back to normal spellbook. Where do I do this? Yeah, I'll take your stupid thing. Mr. Shantae.
Verse, but what else is out there? It's weird, man. Atari has probably the best looking location of any of these, but it still principally consists of a large faux social space full of furniture that you can't interact with. Wait, have I even mentioned that yet? Yeah, you can't sit on chairs in Decentraland. The whole goddamn world is built of nothing but hangout spots, and you can't even roleplay sitting around a table unless you buy the user-created sit emote from the marketplace. Otherwise, in the Atari Stronghold, you have a slate of links that all take you out of Decentraland and a couple wearables that are no longer available. The only thing to actually do here is play one of the 4 variants of Breakout and feel the gnawing, cold reality seep into you as you realize that Decentraland is such a monumental failure as a platform for socialization, for commerce, and for gaming that it can't even handle properly emulating Breakout, a game from 1976 that you can play on goddamn Google Images. Steve Wozniak built Breakout 50 years ago to run on 44 TTL chips and a ham sandwich, and that's still, somehow, too demanding a gaming experience for Decentraland. The Onyx Lounge by JP Morgan Chase.
Wait, I need to figure out. I don't know. Switching spellbooks. Here we go. Rear entrance to the south of the pyramid. Thanks for the secret tunnel. Alright, now I'm back to normal spellbook. Alright, very big set. Alright, now I gotta decide what are next.
Built in March 2022 and described by Fortune as a bet on a metaverse future that could be worth trillions, was originally staffed only by a wandering tiger, but has since been replaced with a cramped reading lounge. The DCL branch of HSBC is a unique kind of awful, with this deeply unsettling robot receptionist and stairs with no collision, with the only problem being that it's not clear if this is an official HSBC project or not, since impersonation is trivial and even the official builds are glitchy and weird because it's Decentraland. Everything is glitchy and weird.
Particularly, though, as you go through a lot of these, you start
What
to...
do I want to do next? I want to put some of these teleports in my house, I think. See the teleport. Carol teleport. I think Carol teleports. Important. Yeah. Alright. We need blood runes. I don't think we care about this teleport at all. And then Padua. I don't think we care about Padua. I guess maybe we could. Oh, it can't be. Put in houses. Okay, I guess Carol is the only teleport we want right now. Do we want Lessar teleport? No, not really. We don't need Lassar. We don't need that or that. Yeah, I guess the Carol teleport would be nice. Do I have a Wizard's Mind Bomb? I have this. Let's bring this. Let's see. Oh, Corrand Castle would be good to get. Need more soul runes. How do I get soul runes? Where's the cheapest place I could get soul runes, I guess is what I'm actually asking. I'll save the third one for Harmony Isle, because that has an herb patch on it, I guess. But it needs Elite Diary. The cheapest is the Lunar Isle Magic Shop. Well, well, well. I know just how to get there. frick, I forgot to grab my scroll of passage.
To notice a few trends. First is a subject that we'll talk about at length later, which is that discussion of these ventures rarely feature anything meaningful. They don't tend to tell you how to actually find the location and tend to downplay the product itself, typically limiting visuals to a wide screenshot of an exterior, if anything at all. Fortune didn't even bother to mention the tiger. It's really more about the headline than the actual space. Second is a trend of dispersion.
It's not Hershey's that's in the metaverse, it's Hershey's, India and Philippines. It's Nissan, Italy. It's Vodafone, Turkey.
Third is a trend towards the temporary. While the Atari Metaverse headquarters is still standing and the Onyx Lounge by JP Morgan Chase still sort of technically exists,
Grand Castle needs 200 swords. Okay, let me just jump servers.
most of these aren't actually brands moving to the metaverse, they're just promotional campaigns.
The Snapple Stronghold, Miller Lite Metal Light Bar, and Hersheyverse are already gone.
And look, we've heard there aren't, a lot of people inside the metaverse yet. But marketers say it's gonna be a very big deal.
The Metaversity of Steakum came and went in about 2 months. The Trident Vibe X Sour Patch Kids Chew the Vibes dance party has been replaced by an office for Mozus Worldwide, the ad agency that built it.
While a few corporations jumped in early and actually bought land, that ship has seemingly already sailed, and now the impetus for this isn't originating with the brands, but with the digital ad agencies that they hire, who then toss in a Decentraland activation as part of the package, a way to recoup some value from the land that the ad agency bought. Fourth is that they just overwhelmingly suck and need to constantly direct users out of Decentraland in order to accomplish anything.
The Nissan experience will let you book a test drive
Oh yeah, I
in
forgot.
Italy.
I have to make a portal focus. Antique thingies. Okay. 2 limestone bricks. Need chisel. Where's my chisel? There it is. Oh, my chisel's higher up. Alright, and then 6 teak planks. Oh, maybe 3. Looks like I'm schlubbing it over. Schlubbing it over.
If you click a link to open their existing website, the Atari Store opens Atari's actual store. The Pedigree Fosterverse lets landholders create a metaverse duplicate of a real dog in a partnered shelter in need of a forever home. The Metaverse dog serves as a digital billboard leading to the dog's Adopt a Pet page. Of the 3 dogs the platform lists at the time of writing, all 3 have long since been adopted out, but their listings remain because the incentive for landholders to participate is to get a Pedigree branded dog on their parcel, so the Metaverse dogs are doomed to beg for adoption for all eternity.
So what does that all mean? Well, the obvious but speculative narrative is that ad agencies that have a stake in the success of the metaverse are approaching brands in smaller markets and pitching them on a version of the future and dazzling them with some cooked numbers. They point to articles in real outlets like Fortune with titles referencing $1 trillion future, and in the face of that, can you even afford the possibility of being wrong? It's the lamest version of Pascal's wager.
Back on the Genesis Plaza Spawn platform, we've got these pillars that I've shown but not really talked about yet. These are Decentraland's solution to discoverability in their metaverse, or, well, at least one of their attempted solutions. As already mentioned, the Classics pillar includes Dragon Rush in the coveted bottom spot, where you can actually interact without needing to crank the camera or use the awkward skeuomorphic buttons. On the right-hand side, though, is the Crowds pillar, and for the last year, one location has dominated that bottom slot. Ice Poker the Stronghold, which routinely boasts over 100 attendees, often pushing 200.
Now, that number is middling in isolation, but by the standards of Decentraland, where 12 qualifies as a crowd, it's pretty meaningful.
Of course, a ton of those attendees are idle at the default spawn location, but let's not ruin the fun. As for the legality of this, well, the opinion of Decentra Games Singapore-based lawyers is that it's not gambling under relevant statutes, thus they don't need a gaming license to operate.
The important thing here is that the only thing in Decentraland that seems to be actually successful is outright just a casino, and regardless of the sentiments of Jock Law LLC, the community seems to be taking it for what it clearly is.
So as you can see, I've earned $2.98 from playing, and honestly, I've only been playing the casino for a couple of days.
The odd thing is that it's seemingly only the poker tables at that. Like really, it's just this one specific casino. There's a whole bunch of different casinos around the gambling zone, basically all of them owned by Decentra Games under the ICE brand, but the Stronghold is the only one anyone's ever in.
Turns out, that's because they already ran into legal problems. You used to be able to gamble on the...
Let's see, where's Canifis? Carril. Carol. Corinne Castle. Oh, I need to take things out of my bag. There we go. I think this is a hard Mauritania step. Boom.
slots at Tomonoya with your cryptocurrency directly, but between glitchy behavior that would eat transactions, high service fees, long wait times to resolve bets, and, most critically, some pointed letters from various regulatory bodies, the Stronghold is the only location that supports the current brown bag policy, and it only has poker. All the others have been converted to free play.
You can still go over to the aquarium and play blackjack, but you will do so alone. These people are not here to play, they are here to gamble.
When discussing Decentraland, it's hard to overlook the subject of its abysmal user base. Indeed, the biggest story to come out of Decentraland in 2022 was drama over DCL's metrics.
In October 2022, crypto outlet CoinDesk reported on DappRadar's data that claimed Decentraland had as few as 38 daily active users. Decentraland fired back.
Let's see, Silverlight. Silver bar. Black dye. Food and armor to defeat a level 100 demon. I guess we'll bring like real gear. Yeah, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Agrith Gnaw. Oh yeah, he has weak as heck stats. He's freaking dead, kiddo.
Back in a blog post scrutinizing the data, calling it misinformation, and pushing their own value of 8,000. This back and forth continued, with CoinDesk releasing the final word on the subject in January 2023, with their research suggesting an active daily user base of 810.
Now, it's tempting to fall into this whirlpool as apparently CoinDesk did for 3 months and litigate the definition of a user, but let's head this off at the pass. Whether Decentraland has daily activity of 40 users, 800 users, or 8,000 users is irrelevant. In their business, these are all the same number. Emotionally, it feels like a significant difference, but let's give some context to these numbers.
At 810 users, it's competing with Lord of the Rings Online, and it has a fraction of the users of Fishing Planet, which, like, it's Fishing Planet.
The most generous numbers for Decentraland put it in competition with Star Wars: The Old Republic.
All of these values are just Steam users. It doesn't include the users who access the games directly through their dedicated launchers or on other platforms, so these numbers are inherently conservative.
Now, despite having these varying
That's
player
me.
counts, these games all have fundamentally the same business model. They are operating a micro MMO.
If you ever wonder how dead MMOs survive, it's by running tight ships. These teams, often small, inherit a product that was hugely expensive to produce 5, 10, 15 years.
Where's the ransom user? Ah, over there. Yeah, nah.
Years ago, and they are tasked with maintaining it in order to support a small but loyal user base. It is possible for Runes of Magic to be profitable off the back of a single-digit number of whales, people who just really like Runes of Magic. The same is true for Fiesta Online or Lotro.
So it doesn't matter what Decentraland's true daily user count looks like, because any number they've ever pushed falls into the same band of long dead MMO. The fact that Decentraland has a similar user base to DC Universe Online is the red flag that most people notice first.
Daybreak Game Company is a game developer that currently owns and maintains numerous old MMOs, including EverQuest, DC Universe Online, and Lord of the Rings Online. This is a tough business, and in December of 2020, Daybreak was acquired by Enad Global 7 in an agreement valued at $300 million.
So this company that owns and maintains all these MMOs that are all individually comparable to Decentraland's user base is meant to be worth a fraction of Decentraland?
And this is the story behind the company worth nearly $10 billion at the market peak.
It's been said numerous times before, but it shouldn't be left unsaid here.
So evil.
Decentraland's purported value based on the market cap of its cryptocurrency is completely disconnected from reality.
Decentraland's product is clearly trash. As a video game, it struggles to set itself apart from Inferna, an MMO that advertises itself as an underdog off of the back of its 3-man dev team.
So Decentraland goes all in on the speculation, on narrative. Its value has nothing to do with what Decentraland is today, but what it will be, and what it did do when you weren't watching.
Because the metaverse, in its more mature form, will be a lot more advanced than this and be a lot more sophisticated than this, but this really is how it starts. This is the beginning of it, and this is going to be the shape of things for the next 20, 30 years. I genuinely believe that.
The way that crypto users talk about Decentraland is so dissociated from what you yourself witness that it seems like they're talking about an entirely different thing. Like, is this it? Is this the billion-dollar virtual world? Surely, I must be missing something.
I'm sorry you don't like to make money here in the network, but
Like so much of Web3, Decentraland has weaponized its speculative element. Since they are the future, the product as it exists now borders on irrelevant. The proposed inevitability of the metaverse is their greatest asset because they don't even need to try. This is the everything-proof shield that Decentraland users have created to guard from criticism. Decentraland and all its contents is forever a prototype, always just an indication of what the future will bring.
Being bad is not a flaw in the crypto space. Just look at the Red Ape family. They're visibly incompetent, and they still made it to 3 episodes, even if the creator is too much of a coward to post the 3rd publicly. Every successful crypto project is bad, but with enough legitimacy, you can mask that fact.
This generates extremely funny scenarios, like crypto shill Robin from the Defiant stumbling through Decentraland's barren wasteland while trying to invent reasons why what he's looking at isn't plainly obviously ass.
And I often say that the metaverse it's a world that rotates around you. And this is what I mean. The world literally does rotate around you. It's a universe where you are always at the center. That is the whole kind of mindset change that you have to get when you talk about the metaverse.
Decentraland users understand this need for legitimacy intuitively, and so it becomes what they crave above all else. This is why they value brand activation so highly no matter the circumstances. Being able to put Vodafone on their world map or Pedigree in their events tab spins the narrative that real companies are here in Decentraland. Even embarrassing brand activations are defended because they're just dipping their toes in. This is just the beginning. Decentraland users seek to encourage brand activations and events through pathetic pandering. They'll smile through gritted teeth as they insist that the Hershey experience really is interesting and successful. By performatively engaging with events and brand activations, users seek to create the illusion that these events are successful in the hopes of...
Alright, time to kill a demon. D. It's nuts. Agatnar! Camerithium! Galdar. Terran. The hoodoo! Yes, let's kill the demon. Then prepare to die. No, Agatha, you prepare to die, for I have a sword that's cool and kills demons. Dante, the Demon Slayer. It's me. just die, Dante the Demon. There we go. I should be able to do Haunted Mine. Oh, he has like negative magic resist. Yeah, we're gonna crush murder him. Alright, what do I need here? Let's go deposit my inventory. fireworks before I do anything else. So where the heck do I get? How the heck do I get here? Okay. Oh, that's easy. Alright. Bip. Fairy ring bip.
Drawing in the next sucker.
What's cooking good looking people? We're in Decentraland, we're in Hersheyverse. Can you believe that? Hershey's, bro, Hershey. However you say Hershey. I'm pretty sure it was Hershey's. The fuck, Mandela? Bro, who would have thought Hershey was gonna make a little plot on Decentraland? You know, before you know it, you're gonna see other candy companies. You know, there's already beverage companies, there's already alcohol companies. There's fucking Yahoo, Amazon is already in here, and Hershey is the next big one to get into this shit.
This principle scales up from the Pedigree Fosterverse all the way up to the marquee events of the platform. The Metaverse Music Festival, which in its most recent outing was tossed around as having featured performances from Bjork, Ozzy Osbourne, and Motorhead, consisted almost entirely of pre-recorded messages from the musicians, followed by just playing a couple music videos. I criticized Fortnite for being overly poetic with its definition of a live Marshmallow concert, and this is just so much worse. The Metaverse Fashion Week, as the name implies, was a week-long fashion event held in Decentraland in March of 2022, scheduled to run just after—
Did Talon die? Or has he been
Yes.
muted for 8 years? Okay.
I'm also listening to loud music, so it's hard to hear what you're saying.
Show your music!
after the Milan Fashion Week. The event was organized by the Decentraland Foundation, the developers of Decentraland. It was the involvement of the foundation that saw the Metaverse Fashion Week get some real attention and media coverage. A number of lifestyle, fashion, and tech journalists were sent in to cover the event, for whom many were experiencing the metaverse for the first time. The event was billed as an opportunity to see the next major innovation in the fashion industry, a new way for fashion to be designed, bought, and sold. It would be the melding of fashion and art. Finally, art and fashion together at last. The word phygital got thrown around a lot to refer to the simultaneous purchasing of a digital and physical good. Like you buy a digital hat in Decentraland and a real hat turns up in the mail. Not to get distracted, but World of Warcraft did this exact promotion in 2010. This plush Wind Rider cub came with an in-game pet. It's not a new thing. But of course they don't frame it that way. Instead, you're buying a single hat with two simultaneous planes of existence. It's not a bundle of two products, it's the same hat in two different forms. There are dozens of tech startups eager to composite clothing over photo or video and label it as the future of self-expression. This so-called screenwear is at best an artful Photoshop job, and at worst, essentially just a TikTok or Zoom filter.
Well, there are different avenues. So the first thing is you could wear it on your real self through an AR filter. So that's number one. And that's the part where technology is still, work in progress. It's going to get better and better, we know it. So I think as we, regular people, start transitioning more and more into the virtual world, spending more time in virtual environments, and that barrier between physical and digital starts blurring more and more, and we will start consuming, digital fashion, digital sneakers, digital makeup, digital jewelry.
This was the rhetoric that defined the Metaverse Fashion Week. So our ragtag ensemble of journalists and creators were sent in to report on the future of reality and fashion. How did it go? Do you really need to be told at this point?
What the fuck did I just watch?
After a pre-show trial session spent exploring Decentraland's luxury fashion district, maybe it was too early, but the only fashion space I teleported to was an empty DKNY store.
While there were plenty of fashion shows, very few were successful because the overall experience fell flat. Perhaps expectedly, many weren't able to capture the magic of a physical show, where attendees are fully immersed and emotionally invested in the brand's collection. The gamified aesthetic in Decentraland took away from the fantasy and craftsmanship of luxury fashion, and simply put, the avatar models weren't as inspiring.
don't know how I feel about it. I literally canceled everything, including my workout, to watch this show.
And there was just very little documenting of the event in general. This is due to a combination of disinterest, but also a deliberate effort not to showcase the embarrassing product. Even the brands involved in the show downplayed the Decentraland part of their Decentraland show.
The shows didn't look the way the brands expected they would, as publications on the social networks made clear. This is because brands posted the best photos from the show, and not the reality of pixelated avatars and simple looks.
Likewise, musicians who performed at the music festival didn't exactly rush to show off the event either, so footage of any of these theoretically big events is shockingly sparse. This isn't some grand conspiracy, it's just dozens of individuals independently reaching the same conclusion. The product sucks, and it'd be a bad idea to show it. This is true for both DCL users, but also the journalists covering it. Decentraland looks so unprofessional that coverage of Decentraland looks unprofessional by extension.
And this actually looks sort of like me. I like it so much, I'm going to dance for you. This is my happy dance.
We do have a whiskey distillery.
You've been holding out. Oh, this is cool.
Here we can walk around and actually see the distillery from inside.
I enjoy your virtual distillery, not so much your virtual bourbon, so cheers, Gigi.
Cheers to that.
I mean, so here's the thing. Is it for us? I don't know. But there are hundreds of thousands of people who already live in the metaverse, who exist in the metaverse, who are buying things, who are hanging out.
This creates an environment where the Metaverse Fashion Week was a thing talked about in the abstract. It was a thing that did happen, but the reality is slowly eroded away. Most people who learned about the event didn't see the product, they only heard the narrative. And that narrative went a little something like this.
The wearables were supposed to be available immediately after the runway event at a nearby pop-up shop, and for free. A rarity considering fashion's rush to capitalize on crypto clothing. For some reason, a couple of hours after it ended, they weren't displayed yet inside the paisley patterned store. A good reason to come back.
This journal.
Alright, time to fight a boss.
Witnessed a broken feature. They experienced a bug. Rather than reporting critically on the failure of a key feature of the event, the article pulls its punch in the last line through the language of puff journalism. Out of context, it reads almost like satire, but if you read enough coverage of Decentraland, this becomes a very real trend.
Last of all, I can definitely see this event evolving into something much more engaging. There are communities of people who are replicating in various metaverse outposts behaviors that people, or people dressed as elves, have long cultivated in reality. And fashion is one of those behaviors, so we're all just going to need a better graphics card.
However, MVFW did provide a glimpse into possibilities for how brands can build their narratives in the metaverse, offering immersive experiences and innovative ways to expand offerings beyond the physical.
Once VR glasses are integrated, the experience is going to be on a whole other level.
And in the absence of any voices to the contrary, that becomes the narrative of the Metaverse Fashion Week. It had some technical issues. Reviews were mixed, but it was a proof of concept that left journalists feeling certain that the concept has a future. And through that lens, that allows those involved to say with a straight face that the event was a success.
Yeah, it was a fantastic 4 days. As a proof point of what is to come, this is the early evolution of decentralized commerce,
On the whole, journalists are seemingly overwhelmed by the tempest of claims and ideas surrounding the metaverse. We can appreciate why this is the case. A lot of this is vague, either on purpose or on accident. It is not the job of the writers at Women's Wear Daily to crack crypto wide open. It's all too big, too out of scope. They're convinced that they just don't get it, so they defer to the explanations and narratives given to them by people trying to sell something.
I mean, so here's the thing.
Eric Ravenscraft has discussed this phenomenon with a specific eye towards journalists in outlets like the New York Times uncritically parroting the vocabulary of real estate for the digital groundbreaking of metaverse headquarters that, in many cases, don't even actually exist. This goes all the way back to the first major coverage given to Decentraland, a BBC story in 2018 in response to the initial land auction.
In Decentraland, users can build whatever they can imagine on plots of virtual land. But the creators are giving BBC Trending a sneak peek of what the city will look like when it launches.
What's important to remember here is that the Decentraland we're seeing wouldn't exist for another 2 years. The actual product in 2018 looked like this. So, by its very nature, there is nothing really to show, and it means we get these lovely little artifacts from the past.
Right, whoa. Okay, I seem to be on some sort of dance.
Need to turn that off. What? Move. This is an annoying fight. Dead. Yeehaw! Atreus Daith destroyed. Was slightly more annoying than I thought it would be.
Floor, I can hear music, It's very colourful. So it seems to be like a zombie just out in the distance. Oh gosh, he's coming right at me.
It'll be pretty much exactly the same as Facebook, except you'll be able to hear and see each other, be it in VR. So a bit more of a real experience. As long as we've got the internet, stick our headsets on, and we'll be able to have friends come around my house in Decentraland. Or I can go to their house for a virtual cup of tea.
How high would the price have to get for you to sell that land?
Yeah, I'm not selling it until it's worth at least 10 million.
10 million?
Yeah.
He sold for $980 a year later.
$1 million? But it doesn't exist.
It does here, and it will do in about a year, I believe.
The spine of this story is built not on what Decentraland did or was doing, but what it will do. All of the features that will be implemented and benchmarks it will hit. Journalists and vloggers who very understandably don't know the deep lore of Decentraland's development still mention VR as a thing that just hasn't been implemented yet, despite the feature being scrapped.
Once VR glasses are integrated, the experience is going to be on a whole other level.
Decentraland craves legitimacy, but it can subsist on crumbs. It is a speculative real estate scheme which...
Alright, return.
which is rapidly approaching the Nigerian prince level of self-selection. That means that for its purposes, all it needs is for people to discuss it and for the conversation to feature the defenses we've been discussing. It's just a prototype, it will improve. The metaverse is inevitable. Because this reporting loads the basis for investment advice like this to sound believable.
Land is hitting all-time highs for value, and people are asking like, You know, can people really afford to buy these plots for a lot? Yes, because there's going to be a large commercial and business entities that can make a lot more than what they're going to pay for this land. They know it has long-term ramifications in the industry, so it's a great investment.
If you took Kevin's advice at the time, you'd be in the red less than 2 weeks later, have lost half your investment 2 months later, and be down 80 to 90% today. That is the danger posed by nonchalant coverage of Decentraland, boosting the narrative that major brands and mass adoption are right around the corner. There's no such thing as bad publicity for Decentraland. It continues to exist through performative hype and deception, but Decentraland needs to be recognized for what it is, and we can't give it the easy way out. Decentraland is not, and has never been, a VR experience. You cannot order a pizza in Decentraland. Decentraland is not the future. It has never, and will never, be worth $1 billion.
God. Nere.
So at this point, I think it's plain to see that the product of Decentraland is, at best, bad. But Decentraland users are battle-hardened on this point. They've had years of defending against this claim. Many DCL users will concede that, sure, the product itself is janky, but obviously it's just a prototype. The real appeal of Decentraland, what sets it...
Alright, what do I need here? Not freaking much. Ba-da-da-ba-da-bum. Maybe I should just wait to do this until I have a slave ring. It doesn't look that bad. Alright, so we don't need that or that. We got our prayer potion, we got some spells. I don't think we even need a pickaxe or anything like that. Just grab some more food, I guess. Freaking la beige.
Apart from its competition is its system of governance. Decentraland was built and is maintained by the Foundation, the actual developers behind the product. Melik and Ordano always intended for the Foundation to go hands-off, simply becoming the underlying machinery of the world akin to the invisibility of a web host. As part of this invisibility, they wanted users to handle as many elements of development and maintenance as possible. This is characterized through the language of ownership. Decentraland is owned by its users, so naturally the users have direct control over the product. This is further obfuscated through the language of Decentraland as a reified space, which is to say, Decentraland users present themselves as akin to the government of a virtual world, enacting policies in a democratic fashion. They do this through the Decentraland DAO. Because the Decentraland DAO
Okay. Just separate from melee. Jump. And jump. And jump. Activate protect from magic. Not the dogs! Not the dogs! Oh no, he's fat!
Now to send my minions to fight you one at a time.
No, they're doing it more than one at a time.
Impossible.
Now, are they going to accomplish anything? I sincerely doubt it.
This guy's doing some low-level quest.
Not really, actually.
Like, you just bopped him for all of his life, so...
Look, the prerequisite to even get here was harder than this. I don't know what to tell you. Dead. Oh, kill a terror dog. Okay, I can do that. Look at these coins. See ya. Alright, my Salve Amulet is enchanted. Okay. Well, that was fun. And by fun, I mean another mini quest completed. I'm glad it still plays the boss music because I didn't kill the dogs.
You killed a dog.
I did kill a dog. I did kill a dog for the clout.
Why didn't you bother to kill the other one?
Because they don't drop anything. I just needed it for the achievement diary. My 14 cheat helper told me to kill one, so I did.
I did. I read it.
Okay, so can I discard this diary? Will it show back up in my house? Yeah. Alright. So I don't need this. Get lost. No. Destroy. Alright, we got our Salve Amulet enchanted, so now undead things gets 20% more owned, actually. Does that work with magic? No, apparently. You can get a magic thingy, but no. Nightmare Zone, 800,000 reward points. Soul Wars, I should figure out what Soul Wars is. What is Emir's Arena? said it's probably better. Anyway, okay, so get rid of this food. What are next? What is the Land of the Goblins? Land of the Goblins. I gotta find strong enemies for this. Ah, but the salve amulet comes into play. Curious, interesting. So we need metal helmet. I don't think I'm strong enough to do that quest. Well, let's get our just normal good stuff gear on. Where's my boots of lightness? Kingdom Hearts. I think I might need some fish for this, I guess. Not sure.
expresses itself in the language of governance and law, it's tempting to engage with them on that level and take the DAO seriously. We tried to give them a fair go, but we found ourselves repeating the mistakes of the journalists we just criticized. To contrast them against real governments implies that the comparison is warranted and humors the notion that these are adults attempting to revolutionize the concept of governance. So let's adjust expectations and lead with the soul of the DAO. Upon revisiting the DAO's governance site for this project, the first thing that caught our eye was this: a proposal to fire a committee member for abuse of power and bias. And let me tell you, the contents of this would be right at home on Something Awful circa 2008. A guy got banned on Discord and got so upset that he wrote a 1,000-word essay on a sock puppet about why the moderator should be fired for abusing their authority. Because when asked, the moderator kinda said he was a pluralist and pluralists hate the individual. And on it goes. The proposal was rejected, but it was rejected as an invalid question, because the team manager of the DAO Facilitation Squad does not count as a member of the DAO Committee, and thus a complaint would need to be made to the Grant Support Squad, who would then need to recommend a proposal to revoke the grant funding the DAO Facilitation Squad, thus firing Matimio indirectly. Then there's Kevin's failed grant proposal, where multiple people rejected the proposal, at least in part because Kevin blocked them on Twitter. When you block someone on Twitter, this is where they end up. This is a group of people that sees the Sugar Club, the empty bar next to Hershey's, requesting $60,000 US to fund its operating costs, and they're like, yeah, that seems reasonable. When they hold elections, candidates are asked questions like, what are each candidate's stance on bringing physical world ideologies into our decentralized world? You know, government structures, democracy, communism, whatever. In that example, the candidates universally accepted the idea that DCL was apolitical, and they would support politics being patched into Decentraland, but only if it achieved majorities.
My god, it's full of rats. Evil Dave, your basement's full of glowing rats. Weren't you going to give up evil? I better talk to your mum, Evil Dave. Talon, are you actually Evil Dave? Do you have glowing rats in your basement?
I am back, but no, I am not Evil Dave. There are no glowing rats in my basement. Those glowing rats are in fact robotic, though. We all know who Evil Dave really is.
I see. I see, I getcha. I getcha. Right, I need to get some bowls of stew. How do I...
Bowls of stew.
Can I just buy bowls of stew? Hey, you better believe I can. You better believe I will. You better believe it's time for the cat to come out to play.
This guy's finally gonna put his cat to work.
It's gotta catch evil rats. Take pet cat. Pet cat. Get it? Take pet cat and pet cat. Oh, you missed. If you were gone, you probably missed me putting in my third portal room. Got so many portal rooms.
I did. This guy's made out of portal rooms. Gonna need a bigger house area to
No, I think this is all
house all the portals.
Gonna do. I might put one more teleport in there, but I don't think I need another other one. Well, I might need two more total, so maybe I will get another room. And if I do that, well then I might as well just fill it all up. But anyway, what was I taking? Oh yeah, my money. My fight money.
support in an official vote.
This is like a grand experiment. However, there's a lot at stake. So I think any ideology that we're considering bringing in, it would be best handled on on a side project.
My dudes, the ideology is coming from inside the house. Their philosophy of governance minimizes individual authority and decision-making, but they pass faux legislation that gives committee members absolute discretion with no appeals process. The Decentraland DAO is no less of a failure than the Hershey's experience or Decentraly. We're just changing gears from bad video games to bureaucratic incompetence. You can't really understand
That's a lot
the
of
DAO
stews.
until you wrap your head around just how inequitable the voting situation is. DAOs often make use
Okay, where do I actually buy this stew? I've been cheated. Oh, it's... Oh, do I actually have to go down the manhole? I have to go down the manhole.
Enjoy buying 7 stews.
Or more.
I think 7 should be the maximum you need.
How do you know?
Okay, so your thing there says,
Oh.
unless you have to feed him the 3. I'm assuming like if 2 doesn't work, then it's obvious 3 will work. It will be 3. So.
Okay, well, the answer is an infinite amount because I can't tell who frickin' sells these things. Maybe it's over here? Okay, yeah. Barman. There we go. Barman, I need your finest stew.
Was her name Gamer?
Yeah, they're fighting their cats. It's a cat fighting ring. Alright.
Of weighted voting schemes. The main purpose of this is to acknowledge a user's stake in the project. The logic being that those with the most invested have the most at stake in the
Wow,
DAO.
that leather body
Though
is
the details can vary between
20
DAOs,
gold on the Grand
Decentraland
Exchange.
We'll be rich. So what have you been up to? What have you been playing?
I've been playing Try Not to Get Distracted by the Television and Fail.
Okay. Oh, what else? Said you had a lot of music. Are you just grinding to 14 still?
No, I was using the loud music to try and distract me from the television.
I see.
Scheme is refreshingly straightforward. Votes are weighted based on the sum of Decentraland tokens in the attached wallet. 1 mana.
No, just trying
is
to
worth
make
1
myself
point of
right is
vote
all.
power. It's just wealth. The more money you have.
Alright, cat. Go on, puss, kill that rat. Thanks for the spice. bunch of orange spice. We're looking pretty already. Red spice. Already had red spice. Need some, what do I need? Yellow, red, orange, yellow, brown. So I don't have any brown spice. Okay. I'll keep murdering. Hey, there's the brown spice. Alright, I guess we try this out. There's Evil Dave. Okay. So let's do one brown spice. So brown's greater than 1. I guess I should write this stuff down. Alright, well, let's use up some of this red spice first. Alright, red equals 2. And I happen to have a 2 dose of red, so that's convenient. Okay, orange equals 2. Yellow equals 1. Alright, so I just have to figure out brown. Murder them, my cat. Oh my god, my cat's a Hellcat.
What the heck?
Oh my gosh, dude, he looks so edgy. This is great. Look at
Why
how
have
edgy.
you turned him into Hellcat?
Because he feels the edge. I think you can transfer him back. We already have 2 red spice. We don't need another. Orange. Yeah, we need that orange. Can we combine spices? Yes, we can. Alright. Cat, we need a... Okay, yeah, that's what we need. Good kitty. Alright. So we know brown's not 1. So how about 2, Mr. Evil Dave? No, brown equals 3. Which is inconvenient because now I need another brown spice.
Be right back.
Okay, well there we go. Alright, yellow equals 1. Orange equals 2. Red equals 2. And brown equals 3. Thought I needed do a thing, but apparently not.
Have, the more your vote counts, 1 to 1. Naturally, this leads to those with wealth shutting down any proposal that bothers them. For instance, let's look at this proposal. Should we address voting power distribution in the DAO? In the proposal, a DAO committee member...
How's Hellcat?
I have used him to slay Queen, and I freed Evil Dave. Yes, Dave, slay. Alright. So let's do the dwarves next, maybe.
You're a dwarf.
Yes.
Oh. Let me in your small dwarf house.
No.
Why?
No.
That's not an answer.
No.
Why?
Drink.
Let me in.
Alright, it's time to put the Hellcat away as well. Where is he? He's gone. I guess I have to pick him up out of the instanced thing. Where the actual frick is my cat? Oh, I get. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can just hit call follower. There he is.
developer pointed out the obvious issues of the system, and the results turned out like this. 163 votes for, 45 against. That is 78% support in terms of real votes, though we'll get to that, but once voting power was accounted for, the margin inverted to 73% against. And then, even within that, of the 5.18 million VP against the proposal, 4 million came from a single wallet. 4 wallets make up almost all of the votes against the proposal. 99.7% of the VP in the 73% majority. The next step would naturally be to play with these figures versus the real votes. You know, 2% of voters accounted for 73% of the VP, but the issue there is that even though this weighted system allegedly exists to combat bots, users still use bots for the optics. When you actually look at the votes, 128 of the 209 votes were from accounts with 0 VP. These were accounts with literally no influence on the vote. 80% of those dummy votes were for yes. 19 of these accounts only had a single VP, and then a bunch had 2, both equally capable of being sock puppets. But whether guessed 60FD is a real user or not is irrelevant, because one wallet lapped the competition. One wallet told the DAO to go just itself, just really and the DAO politely complied. These whales are often burner accounts who are not available for negotiation. Their decrees are silent, yet drown out all other voices. But there is still an urge to pretend like negotiation is a...
Keep talking to the dwarf until he's drunk and agrees to make the rock gate.
Guy's gonna pour booze down a dwarf's throat until he's drunk.
Dwarfried.
Where did you free him from?
The time bubble. I'm freeing all the folks. I forgot.
How did they get stuck in the time bubble?
Because the lady froze them so they didn't die. To the Culinary Mancer. You were here for this.
I actually was vaguely, yes.
You were here for this.
Like, you think I paid any attention to the story that happened?
Well, you should. Spice. I'm sure we have some dye. Orange slices. Oops. Do we have an orange? Probably do, yeah. Bread. Do I have any bread? Mein Gott. I don't have any bread. I'll have to bake my own. Okay. Let's see what dye I have. Dye. Blue, green, or purple dye. Let's buy purple. Fishing bait. And charcoal. I knew this. Charcoal is like the ultimate quest item. It shows up all the time, and it's really freaking dumb. Alright, time to make the most advanced bread recipe ever made. Bread. Give me a get. Go to hell, cat. Hey, that's funny. Cooking a bread in Lumbridge was a easy diary task that I just haven't done. I haven't done any of the. Yeah, I've done nearly none of them because they don't count when you're free to play. So the ones I probably did do, I didn't do. Wild.
The possibility.
But we still got it denied, although we met the threshold of approval. In the final hours, we did get 3 votes which came in to deny and sort of made us step back and say we need to reevaluate how we're bringing this forward, because ultimately even reaching the VP threshold of approval by the community, it seems like the whales still felt like something else needed to be addressed outside of the other feedback which we had.
Kevin is clearly upset by this, and despite all his talk about addressing the concerns of the whales, he understands that he's talking crap. He wants the DAO to give him money. The anonymous whales in question do not want him to receive money. There is no negotiating or compromising, just pharaohs you can pray to. So that leads us naturally onto the subject of the DAO's management. The DAO has been speed-running bureaucratic paralysis. In 2020, they attempted to automate governance by running an
I've made the slop of compromise.
Your reward is spicy maggots.
Probably. I guess I'm gonna have to help Chompy Bird out here sometime. Alright. Okay, we got our ogre bow with ogre arrows. I probably shouldn't equip yet. This is why. Just click the goddamn rat.
Do not click rat.
I'll just bring a chisel and knife just in case. We need a ball of wool apparently. We need a tinderbox. We need a pickaxe. We need an iron spit. Logs. I don't know if I just have any logs. No, I don't. Alright, we'll just bring an axe. Ogre bellows. We have that. And an iron spit. We gotta get an iron bar. Oh, there's no anvil here. Got a hammer. Surely there's a hammer in here somewhere. There's no hammer here anywhere.
On-chain system, but it didn't work. No one wanted to pay transaction costs to vote on every name, ban, and point of interest, so they moved the system back off-chain 6 months later. Problem is that without automation, you need humans to push the buttons. Decentraland is quite proud of the DAO's grant scheme, but it's been a massive headache for them recently. For the first year, they gave away $3.5 million in grants to develop projects that would aid adoption, but the grant application had no standard process, and grants had no oversight and no accountability, because no one existed with the authority to do it. The initial proposal alluded to the idea of revoking grants, but included no framework to implement it. So the DAO committee put forward a proposal to set up a squad whose job would be to help grantees deliver their product, and in extreme cases where a project had collapsed or was too far off course, the squad could recommend that the committee revoke the grant. But the committee is administrative. They can't revoke the grant, and the squad are essentially independent contractors. They can't revoke the grant either. So we need a new committee with express permission to revoke grants. Enter the Grant Revocation Committee. We could go crazy with dissecting this, but the short version is that these committees are meant to have minimal discretion. The authors of the policy seem to think that discretion only exists if you acknowledge it, so rather than limiting the scope of consideration, like any other discretionary position in government, they limit the committee to only considering cases that are actively handed to them, but put no restraints on the committee members' actual decision-making, effectively giving them absolute power to revoke any grant for any reason. And as the cherry on top, there's no appeals process, because to appeal the verdict would require a different group with the authority to overturn the decision of the revocation committee. The committee, intended to have minimal discretion, is completely unrestrained with zero accountability. Oh, and these guys are paid commission for every verdict. So the DAO is about to learn real fast why we don't do that in the real world. Then we have the facilitation squad, the governance squad, the protocol squad.
Scratch like the jubbly choppy.
That ogre has thrown a tree onto the water.
He's not very bright.
What if you were eternally tired?
That'd be weird.
What if you were mining a tree? Like to explain yourself?
I stabbed the tree with an axe.
I saw you hitting it with a pickaxe.
I need a chompy bird. I hate chompy birds. I hate chompy birds. I hate chompy birds. I hate chompy birds.
The heck you need a bird for?
It's just, I just need one. Don't make this complicated.
I'm making it complicated. What is a chompy bird and why do you need one? And why are you pinching the cheeks of this? Why are you inflating?
I'm trying to chompy. Hold on. I need to know how to hunt this chompy bird. I can't remember how to use the ogre bellis. A swamp gas. That's right. I forgot.
Please do not inflate the frogs.
It's too late. I'm googling frog inflation as we speak.
Alright, Dobson, calm down.
Wait, what? Wolf, get the frick away from me! God dang! I'm trying to get a chompy bird.
That wolf is against inflation.
Oh my freaking god, dude! If I can't get this chompy bird, I'm gonna freaking scream. Okay. I will Google wolf inflation right now.
Do not inflate that wolf.
Alright. 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 Everything's fine. That was scary. I was very scared.
Why do you fear the bird?
Because these arrows are so hard to get. I think there's an easier type of arrow to get, but I have to do another quest first. I didn't think I would need to catch a zombie bird for this. I don't know why I thought I wouldn't. It was an ogre, and I knew they were sending me to that guy. I should have known. I should have known. I really ought to have known better. What the frick? Crash star. Mining it. Alright, well, quest cancelled. We found a shooting star. Crashed right in front of me, eyes. It's like free real estate. I can't believe I've never seen this before. This is neat. I'm having a neat occurrence right now.
You ever gonna finish mining it?
It gets smaller every time, like that blue bar shrinks. That means I got to the next layer, I think.
When do you actually get items from it?
I'm getting items. It's these
Oh,
Stardust.
I guess they're going into a stack?
Yeah. It's a size 2 star, so I guess it must have been size 3 when it started.
Sorry, I didn't see your inventory filling up with item after items and forcing you to go back, so... I assumed it wasn't putting anything in your inventory.
Oh, this could actually take like forever. It says size 2 stars have 700 Stardust available. But I get like, apparently if no one else shows up, I'm just gonna get like 30k experience mining this, so that's kind of fun. What can you get from Stardust? The Celestial Wing. String. Celestial Ring. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Squad, the Security Advisory Board, the newly proposed working groups, they're expanding the DAO committee from 3 to 5 members, but only after an election to replace one of the original 3. In trying to minimize human involvement, they have instead ballooned it. And, like, look at the participation numbers. Generously, there's a few hundred people actively involved in the DAO in any capacity at all, and at this rate, every single one of them is going to be in at least one squad or work group. More realistically, the couple dozen people with the inclination to spend their free time role-playing bureaucrats are going to be sitting on the accountability squad that has oversight over the
It's a joke website. Nope.
I've mined 26% of this star.
Congratulations.
Question is, do I finish mining this or do I finish my quest?
What, you mine that star metal?
Okay.
You're gonna need it to make a sword to kill a lich.
There's a new one today. Did you see that?
I literally just checked when I was thinking about a joke earlier, and they did not say it. There was. Its freaking website didn't update again. Let's see what we got here.
I bet holes. I have a friend.
E2 wishes to mine the star metal. That will make it go faster, but you will get less star metal.
Yep, I'm assuming that's how it works. But that's fine. I didn't expect to be mining. I was trying to calculate it out, and if this wiki page is accurate, and like I can't tell if it's telling you the total amount you get from a star if it lands with size 2, or if it was telling you the total amount of stardust available on all the layers. I could have been here for like an hour. But that's fine. I just got like 10% of the... There's like one... Oh! Is that guy coming? Nope. Saw somebody in the distance. We're right near the Brimhaven dungeon, so... Oh no, he is coming. He is coming. He's got a pickaxe. Oh! Oh, they're coming. Oh lordy, they coming. I think there's probably like a Discord that shares star locations or something.
I'm sure.
This is pretty good for AFK XP. Like, completely AFK. I literally don't have to click, and I'm getting 20k an hour. It's not bad. Nope. Almost mined out. I'm guessing it'll go down to tier 1. After it does, let's see. Let's see how this works. Ah, yes. Oh, you get less XP. I see. I see. Oh, but it's apparently way easier to mine it because I'm getting it every single tick.
The meteor heal itself.
No, it shrank. This is the smallest meteor, baby meteor.
You got a red, a green, and a blue.
A what?
You've got a red, a green, and a blue. I don't know what those are. I don't think they were there a second ago, though.
Oh, gems, yes. Every time you mine, I didn't. I think it's weird that it applies to this. Every time you mine, you have like a 1% chance or something to get a gem instead. pass. So how do you guys find out about meteor locations? Or I think they're called shooting stars. Shooting. No one gonna answer me. Track him.
Oversight work group that advises the spending council on how much the accountability squad should be paid. Oh, and these bureaucrats are paid in mana, which, as we've seen, is a direct source of political power. Like, do you remember that time Yemel agreed with Yemel that Yemel should be paid $150 an hour in mana?
Would you be shocked to learn that Yemel, who agreed with Yemel about paying Yemel $150 an hour, is friends with Melik and Ordano from back in the days when they all spent their time at a tech bro flophouse they called Casa Voltaire?
And through all this bureaucratic garbage, it's easy to lose sight of the truth. The DAO has no actual authority. Decentraland isn't owned by its users, it's owned by its owners, the Foundation.
While the Foundation cedes the copyright on materials submitted by users, the terms of use make it very clear that the Foundation holds the copyright on the Decentraland part of Decentraland. As Catalina Goanta points out, this conflicts with the rhetoric that Decentraland is owned by its users when the most significant legal right in this area is unambiguously owned by the Foundation.
Even looking past that, can it really be said that Decentraland is owned by its users when the DAO is currently being held hostage by a dozen whales whose proportional voting rights dwarf their peers? Now, being a digital landlord doesn't require much engagement at all. I would hazard that whoever owns 50 identical Decentraland homes plastered with for sale advertisements isn't really a Decentraland user above the most literal threshold. I, on the other hand, am demonstrably a user of Decentraland. Given how dead engagement is, I feel pretty confident in estimating that I spend far more hours per year actively looking around and doing stuff in the world than the median landowner. But I am not an owner of Decentraland by virtue of that time spent in the world. There is no mechanism that correlates the two, that gives ownership to those who use it and strips ownership from those who idly hoard. The mechanism of ownership is not usage, it's ownership of land and mana. The arc of Decentraland's development is dictated by the Foundation. They may occasionally ask the DAO what features they'd like to see or act on simple proposals for technical changes, but the DAO is not Decentraland's board of directors.
Well, first, I think that Decentraland is always working with the community because we are a DAO, right? As a decentralized platform, we are mostly governed by the DAO. So we are not a corporation. So our roadmap also operates differently because we always try to look into what the community is aiming. So
notice how she doesn't say we're bound by the decisions of the DAO because they're our bosses. Instead, the Foundation is working with the community and trying to look into where the community is aiming.
Alright, well, we did it. We got 396 Stardust. Pretty freaking good. Considering, like, the big cool thing is, like, 2,000. It's a fifth. I'm ogre propelled to the Feldip Hills.
Alright.
I rode on the ogre mobile. It's time
to
catch not a chompy, but a jubbly. The technology has evolved. We've evolved beyond the need for petty chompies. It's time to get a jubbly. Oops. Attack the jubbly.
That's a big bird.
For you. Put my prayer on just to make sure I kill it. Die, jubbly. I probably should have brought my thing that gives me some of my ammo back. Yes. Pluck jubbly. Oh, I'm gonna be taking that raw jubbly. That's a very large item. Hold on. Let's drop it again. Good God. It's a very large jubbly. That's what I said.
Raw jubbly.
That's what I said to your mum. Wait, mum, that's a very large jubbly.
The heck?
I burned the jubbly.
Now you gotta catch another.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yep. Okay. I'm not owned though. You can't write it on the newspaper.
I have already informed the newspaper that you were owned.
Oh yeah? Well, have you informed the newspaper that I'm gonna be inflating this toad?
Not if that wolf has anything to say about it.
I'm waiting. Where's my goddamn jubbly? God dang it. Sick of not getting the jubblies I so desire. Huh? Oh. There's my jubbly. No, do more damage to it, please. Big don't. That's small damage. Okay, that's good. I don't have any herbs, mister. Thanks for the potion, though. No, I don't want pick up all this garbage. Don't burn the jubbly. Don't do it. My cooking level's decent. Yes, yes. Alright, I guarantee you none of these subquests could be as annoying as the jubbly. But this will be how we end our night. Victorious over the jubbly menace.
They all require you to catch jubblies.
They do not.
They do.
They must not. They cannot. They shall not.
There are jubblies around every corner.
I must eat it. I will not eat it. I will use it. Oh, jubbly. Alright. Only 4 more. That's easy. Wonder what the Clearomancer does. Is he hard? I wonder. Let's see. Oh, that's cute. He summons bosses from previous quests, because this is like the culmination quest of a bunch of quests. Summons the demon, but he's made of bananas. Okay. Wild. Fire guy, that's fine. The Gelatinoth mother. Oh, that's really funny. Alright, well that's it for me. See you stream, bye!